Hey y'all, peace on earth and love and light to you. So, I already tried to make this video one time before, so I have some things to tell you guys. So, say a card comes out with a no. That is probably because sometimes, and this happened to me, this has happened to me before, and this has happened to someone who called me for a personal reading. They were like, why did you give me a no when everyone else has given me a yes? But since one of my kind of like the type of calling that I have for my life is to be really honest with people, and I tell people things that they don't really want to hear. So that's why when it comes to my readings, they don't really act like that. So sometimes when you get a no, it's because you've asked spirit over and over again, and they've told you yes, but you some kind of way get into doubt. You let insecurities take over, and here you are on another pick a card reading, and it gives you a no, and then you're like, huh? Well, you know, you have to believe spirit when they tell you the first time. And I'm just talking to myself because this has happened to me also. So if you get a no, so whichever one you're led to, and you get a no, maybe that's what it is, because your instincts are actually telling you, like, you know that this is supposed to be a yes. And sometimes spirit is just like, we're not tolerating it anymore. We're not going to give you the answer that you're looking for. So if you get a no, maybe that's what it is saying for you. And I would also like to say that if you are a reader like myself, and you kind of find it hard to read for yourself. Like, I actually asked another psychic one time, why can I read for myself? And she was like, well, sorry to tell you, Gabrielle, but a lot of us can't. So she was like, yeah, you're gonna have to go to another psychic because a lot of us can't read for ourselves. So, and a lot of people call these cards energy cards, or I just say angel cards or oracle cards, but that's kind of how it works. It kind of goes off your energy. So if you have any kind of confusing or conflicting energy, that's kind of why, if you're trying to read for yourself, the cards come out like all kind of whack or whatever. But you kind of have to center yourself, like really good to get right answers, because you guys, like, I get all kinds of answers sometimes when I'm trying to read for myself. But these pick a card readings, this is what I want to say, the pick a card readings are good for other psychics who are trying to read for themselves, because you're just really letting angels or whatever you want to call it, spirit, um put down the cards for you, and you're being intuitively led which card to pick. So when you flip over the card and the card is exactly your situation, and you know this card is really resonating with you, and you didn't see the card beforehand, you literally picked the card, by instinct or intuition, or being spiritually led, then you know that that card is for you simply because you picked it before you turned it over. So that's good advice for other people who can't really read for themselves. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to, if you haven't already seen which card that you're going to be led to. One of them is a yes, one of them is a no. This is card one, card two. I'm going to go ahead and start now. Okay, this is a no, at least not for right now, or either kind of go back to what I said at the beginning of the video. And okay, so this is saying, at least for those of you who want to know specifically for springtime, this is a no. So it might not be for the rest of the year, but for those who are inquiring about just sometime this year, this is a no, at least for right now. And this is saying, this is someone who's kind of in a hurry or a rush to leave, and they're kind of wanting to leave not for the right reasons. Spirit is saying you're kind of being unappreciative right now, and you're not showing gratitude and being grateful for where you are right now. So spirit is saying, maybe we can move you on if you show gratitude, and that you're showing that you actually appreciate where you are right now. And so that's the card that came out, you guys. Okay, so those of you who are drawn to card 2, this is a yes. You will be moving in 2018. If that's what you're inquiring about, if you want to know specifically about springtime, this is a yes. And Spirit is saying, though, before you go, you really need to let go of a lot of old baggages and old negative things that's like that can hold you back from moving forward. And you guys, that's really for me, because Spirit tells me that all the time. Like, I really need to let go of a lot of old things that have been holding me back, because Spirit is saying, like, it's not going to be like that this time. Like, you're thinking, what if it's like this? What if this happens, or what if that happens? And Spirit is like, no, not this time. It's not going to be like that. And also, Spirit is saying, those of you who are just having doubts about moving forward, but Spirit is saying, yes, this is for you. We have for you to move forward this year, to move to another place this year. And whether it's just another home or another city or state, Spirit is saying, yes, this is for you. But and you might have doubts because you're getting kind of scared, but Spirit is saying that don't get scared. We got you. We're here for you. Whatever you're thinking it's going to be like, it's not going to be like that for you. It might be some ups and downs here and there, but we got you. So now for those who got a yes, and this is just going to be specifically for springtime, I'm going to move on to the timeline spread. Okay, y'all, this is my timeline spread. So you'll be led to either row 1, row 2, or row 3. And this is how it's going to be done. This is February, March, April, and then May. So whichever one has the yes under it, if it's more than one, then this is just saying these months are good for you to go. So if you don't go, if it say go February, you don't go February, and it says go May, then that would mean, like, if you miss out on February, you might have to wait to May. No, that's kind of how things work sometimes. So if you get a yes for all of them, then it's just saying, yeah, move anytime you want to go. And so that's basically how it's going to work. Whichever card you get a yes on, then that's going to be the month that Spirit is saying that this is a good month for you to go. So pause the video and see which row you're led to. And at the end of the video, if I remember, I'll tell you which one that I was led to. So pause the video and see which row you're led to, row 1, 2, or 3. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so if you're gonna move, Spirit is saying that it's a good time for you to move in February and March. If you miss February and March, April will be a bad time for you. And but May will be a good time for you. So those of you who are drawn to row 2, this looks like you're going to leave. And either it's saying February and March might not be a good time for you, but April and May will be pretty good for you. So those of you who are drawn to this last row, let me speak to you for a little bit. I was like, hold on, let me reflect, because Spirit did not give you a yes. So this is for people who actually, and I was saying this at the beginning of the video, sometimes when you get no, it's because you already know the answer, and Spirit has already revealed this to you the month that you're going to leave, and you're kind of back and forth in your head, because let me explain this to you. This love upside down, this take a moment card, this self-sabotage card, this find your center, wasn't I saying that in the beginning? You really need to get centered if you're really trying to, if whenever you're trying to find out answers for yourself and you kind of get confused, or you might get like kind of conflicted or sometimes, like, you really need to get centered and just take time out for yourself. Take a moment, take time out for yourself, and really get to know yourself, really get to know who you are, so you can actually start believing in yourself. The spirit is saying that we already gave you your answers, but through self-sabotage, you're not really listening. But they're not going to give you the answer again because you already know, and it seems like the month has already been revealed to you. So it definitely is a yes that you're going to go, and the month has already been revealed to you, or either if the month has not have already been revealed to you. Another thing that I'm picking up is spirit does not want you to know. They want you to find this information out for yourself. And sometimes I have to tell people that on readings also. Sometimes spirit does not give me an answer. Sometimes they're saying that no, you have to figure this out yourself. That will be specifically for someone who really needs to just get centered and get to know themselves better, and stop practicing so much of self-doubt, and love themselves so they can really hear what the spirit is trying to say to them. So guys, that is all. I hope you enjoyed this video. And let me say this also, some of you kind of had an instinct when you was going to leave. That doesn't mean that you knew, because I kind of have an instinct, and I was drawn to this second row right here, and I was like, April, May, I don't know if I want to wait that long, but hey. So, but so sometimes you have an instinct, but you really just don't know, and that's okay. That's what these videos are for. So, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe. Thank you guys for